Our Black Friday sale is now available on the website for the remainder of the month. This will apply on the ebook, course and mentorship plans. Private message me on Twitter, links down below for more information, or head straight to the website. Welcome everyone to another Vechain update. Unfortunately, as we had unforeseeable circumstances and a FUD event, this is what's taken us below this dotted yellow support that we needed to hold, as well as the 200 EMA. And the reason why we're coming back up now is because it was pretty much absolute nonsense. We're going to go through all of that today. We're going to actually show you the targets to the downside if this is a bearish retest, but also the targets to the upside if this was all just nonsense and we are looking for confirmation of the 200 EMA as support, which is a suggestion that this is the bottom of our uptrend. And as we lost it, we're just looking for a reclaim in order to eventually continue higher. We're going to go through all of this in today's update and explain the Binance FUD. So please stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you so much for 7K subscribers from the bottom of my heart. And hopefully we can hit 7.5K before the end of this year. So continue to share the content out. It really is appreciated. And don't forget that we have Black Friday and Thanksgiving sales at the moment until the end of this month. Just use the links down below to head over to the website or Twitter for more information. Now, we did lose this, of course. I'm going to explain that all now for you guys. And now we saw that Binance was charged with not having the right measures to stop money laundering. And so the money that was being transferred through Binance was reaching shocking people's hands and being used for awful reasonings. I'm not sure I'm allowed to mention the reasonings on YouTube, so you can just do some quick research and find it for yourself. But essentially what I noticed over the past month, even before all of this debacle, was that Crypto.com, it has the right measures in place, so it won't be charged for the same thing. Could find something else to charge it, just as they always find something for all the exchanges. But for Binance, there was no wrongdoing in Binance using users' funds. There was no market manipulation. All it was is that they didn't have the right things in place in order to stop money getting into the wrong hands, as Crypto.com has. Now, I know this is a Vechain update, but I have to explain to you guys so you understand what caused this dump and potential pump right now. So essentially, Crypto.com has measures in place, which I noticed over a month ago, where if you want to receive money, it could be from yourself to yourself, but Crypto.com asks, once the money's deposited, it won't be released to your wallet unless you reveal the person's identity of who you received the money from, the exchange or wallet that it's come from, as well as the country that it's coming from. So by having these measures in place, you're stopping the money getting into awful people's hands. And so what's going to come out of this Binance FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt caused by this Department of Justice charge, is that over the next 3 years, Binance is going to be watched over very carefully to make sure that they put these things in place in order for Binance to continue. So Binance is going to continue running as usual. We saw over 1 billion in withdrawals. So this fear, uncertainty, and doubt was pretty much all on purpose to scare people to sell their cryptos, to give it to BlackRock. You know, they don't want Binance to be the top dog in order to get this Bitcoin ETF up. So you could even then argue, if you put your tin hat on, that BlackRock are down to this. So essentially, they're going to continue to run. So these withdrawals, yes, their reputation has been damaged. They were having wrongdoings and by not having the right things in place to stop money getting into wrong hands, but it's going to continue to be running business as usual. Just CZ won't be a part of it. Still majority ownership, but he won't be the face of. And so that is why we're pumping right now, because nothing's really come out of it apart from a massive charge and a damaged brand image. And the charge was 4.3 billion, by the way. So the reason why we're pumping right now, although we had some awful dump off of yesterday, straight back down to where we need to hold a support as well. If we're waiting for the moving average to appear, here we go. We saw the golden cross in the last week or so, and this dump, this fear, uncertainty, and doubt created by all of this took us back down to a key level of support, but we've actually held it. So a confirmation that this 200 EMA break right over here is a confirmed newly formed uptrend. Reason being that the last few times we didn't actually get this cross. We saw EMA repels form, and that's what sent us below the 200 EMA back into a downtrend. So in order to continue with this uptrend, we need to see that crossover, which we were calling for multiple days in the past few weeks. It finally came, and all you now need to do is continue to hold above it. Yes, we can still go on a path below the 200 EMA, even though we've confirmed the uptrend. You know, just literally dump down below it and we're invalidating it. Simple as that. But the fact that we've seen it cross over is giving a higher probability chance that this is eventually going to head higher. Please understand this. And as we have, of course, held the 200 EMA, this is why we're seeing the reversal as of now. Please do understand, though, that as we're under the 20, there is a risk now that this is just coming up into there as a bearish retest for eventual continuation lower. So it's a time right now where we need to really focus on the charts. Although nothing's really come out of it, Binance will continue to business is pretty much business as usual. We just had a scary event yesterday that led to nothing in the end, as business as usual pretty much. Just that CZ won't be the face anymore. And so that's why we're basically retracing this dump, because nothing much has really come from it. And so right now, what we need to make sure, what we need to do to make sure that this isn't a bearish retest, if I scale back down to the 4 hour, is of course closing and confirming the 200 moving average as support right now, as it was our previous wick support over here. So what I now need to see is us pumping back up into this golden pocket between 2122 and 2177 cents, so we can see that the moving averages stand in our way. So a path to get up there might be a rejection of this point. We need to then confirm this 2 cent psychological level as support. So it's important now that we've reclaimed 2 cent after losing it with the FUD event yesterday, that we continue to hold above it, continue to hold above the 200 EMA. Even if we get rejected at these moving averages, we need, and we fall back down, it must hold a support in order to pump up into this golden pocket area, which then needs to eventually get reclaimed in order to head back up to a high and then taking out and continuing higher. Understand that. So what I'm going to do right now, just to finish off the video, is place a new set of fibs to show you some further levels that need reclaiming. So yeah, or just further confluences to what we already said, just further confirmations using other indicators for what we've just said. So again, we said we need to pump up into the moving averages. So essentially, when we set out this wick low of this new fib level, let me just get rid of these other fibs for you quickly. We can see the 1 fib levels here, and when we lose the golden pocket as support, so we were holding it over here, we were holding the dotted line, we had a further breakout. We just need to confirm the moving averages as support, if you remember those videos, and unfortunately the FUD event brought us back down. Essentially, we need to retrace that whole dump, and in order to do so, we need to reclaim some key levels first. So of course the 200 EMA, which we've done so very nicely, but we're also coming into the golden pocket resistance over here, which is in line with the moving averages. So the path that I drew out earlier is essentially the path that I'm going to draw out again. It's just the fibs have also given us further confirmations. As you can see, the 786 fib is pretty much sitting on the 200 EMA. So we know that this area over here is very vital. We need to break back above this and flip it into support, because again, guys, you can see that at the moment it could just be a bearish retest to continue lower, as the reversal wave was created by losing this in the first place, and the loss of the lowest point over here means that we should actually continue to the targets. But as we came to the conclusion that nothing's really going to come out of this Binance thing, like they're not going to go bankrupt, they will continue to be here. They just need to make sure over the next 3 years they're putting the right things in place, just as crypto.com is. And then we need to see, of course, a pump back through the golden pocket. So maybe we get a rejection like this, hold the 786 area right over here as support, push through all of the moving averages and flipping this golden pocket into support in order to break to come back up to this high at about 2.311 cents. And by breaking that, this is how we get to our 3 cent target. So it's all still valid, as on the daily time frame we are above the golden above the golden crossover here. So continue to hold that, reclaim the 20 daily moving average. I just showed you the path in order to do so on the 4 hour time frame, and you can see it's pretty much the golden pocket. So that's why we need to reclaim that golden pocket in order to pump back up to this high, and then over to 3 cents afterwards up there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We're so very close to 7.5K. Let's hit that before the end of this year. And don't forget, I have Black Friday and Thanksgiving discounts at the moment. Use the links down below to head over there. Our Black Friday sale is now available on the website for the remainder of the month. This will apply on the ebook, course, and mentorship plans. Private message me on Twitter, links down below for more information, or head straight to the website. Cheers, everyone.